said the Yanni Debiano and on one, Yabedin Como, Yanni PNC, National Chairman AC Quenya, was still say Edding Como and Commonidoso. But another Tuesday, September 17, 2024, activities be brain a course. The Hipana Yasheba my Ghana. Well, Galam saying come on Guso, Yabedi Hun Como. In fact, I know pa. Ahomachi, me read ya menenam social media, me share normal. And I mean who's there? Pentacles chairman. And I suffer for being called Galamsey site to be called Bompire. I ready, Uncle. I shall comments na ABS Rekake. In fact, they didn't go there, say Omoko Bompire, say Amrana yet to tune Subekata Debbie. That wasn't the case. Omo visited that place, share normal air course. The rate ye destroy your land in your forest and until you as usual. Baby, I saw for be share biano Omo Bompire. But the big question is after some mobile, recommendations ben or modern government, and some ben or more catch the government and say a normal the rate a normal air say no measures say and they think say they should put it on na and I say omo fanye adwuma na normal nye de entuto ye yen share that anti baby years or more kasa there but the rate a land ne normal say na I think after visiting there no say omo sha say ne this government e kasa no matter what say omo sha say omo kasa na e normal nye de tuontwa. Enough is enough demo echo so say across the nation NDC phone organizes a demonstration where you better home come and I'll prevent Galamsey by sanitizing small scale mining sector. Dr. Baumia, the VIP and a cancer same way say well you better home come we won't allow easy any MPP in Kamomo in December 7th about one Amabua and a cancer so this and many more this evening on your great number one social political show, but a political show. Greater Accra has a and part of Eastern region, part of Central region, part of Water region. Muna Mutiyen. And once again we say good evening. Near Moakwaba, so my name is Kwabena also the governor. I was Said Mohammed, executive producer Philip Akonota, Chief Justice Eddie Yakov YouTube. Now YouTube near Top FM online, Facebook near Top Media, TikTok near Top Radio. 103.1 and Ghana First and Omampa TV. Ahoy now bet my journey live our TikTok na washbi now so the one sama ba na ya kenkan de masada me catch no mene PNC National Chairman Bretta wamu a ebesi nkonya na ye di nkomo ne tamu ni wokra straight menkwa Eastern region na mene me aminu ya Kojo Dankwa eni nkomo yes Kojo Dankwa ye communication director at the mind this among your Eastern region bro akwa ba net say Kojo eno kra na me save woni Peter picture bi na mukuta NDC chine ye fefe kama mo dress ne ye na aduane bi na esimo ni mo enjoy no ho me wie ya me the best send o eye bro different people yama media adewe ye twem yama media to social media sesia cause we don't now ko didi ye me ntwe adewe media kwa bena fa to social media we are okay we are for social media na people ai kwaje dag na social media kra ada na do ho asesa me hu wacha na do ya me say ya catch na bro yampie na yankwa bonten ya fofura wo kasa ya heyi ya na mate ni no you need license no akwara mi ho nti no ya se yakọ wele amanfo wo kasa ni me ni se akwara no na so you mate o enye ne kan na mate zo bi experience driver ho ayemfa esafo emma enye mate enye ti na kwamna ntime kan akwara se beka se bia na information and ya kasa no kwamna Matthias na shawama joint so e koso de yummy yard arabaka in fact look no my husband me order bi say omo chamra mu fi kra na yummy yard we are basic kama no bi
Kwabra ante ba ba di na o be ba di na ele wa pan se ni ni
o da o ese modi biba na me testi hwa ade no me ka ho asem ha unim sika metua ho ka wa ha
na o be bia bro kwabra so katina wa on so ba de be problem ni
Atiminia. Well, Emre ni wonti yenko straight. Before enough is enough demonstration a call, so you better more dear. But Alan said this week, and that was yesterday. More press conference. Actually, ye nin komo kakra. What kind of press conference na moye dey na modi tu dwa dey na mo hu a mo pese Ghanaians ye ente ho asem ti a mo yes a press conference na.
Electoral Commission led by man Jane Adekoye. And be a commission one more. Brand, and question, Electoral Commission. Only man Jane Adekoye. And what's almost quite years. Only years now I'm about to ask. Yeah, but that chose away the 2024. So 2 years, all the political parties, one of them, every one to show, say, I'm part, a banner or two, in the media, and then, women, you're to a banner function, and I'm already in I just miss the being community, you're already to say, I just miss the being true. And the more, you know, you say, electoral commission brown say NBC when you could say on day about woman crap be a children or NBC the other brain every year you born I'm not for the and you on the side is so happy what's about to do a year crap brain that born one time like I said if you are going to say a bit so different, you have a beauty at man near the queen, a young dancer, one fat and crap and brain. Now, the bishop should be with you. Hey, Sana Kurani, dear pa, and I also a back to and crap and a young man, that was so called the man. Now, the issue, you know, Ghana and very bad. It doesn't say. Yeah, that's one crap. I see a bit to a banner. A young man meeting, and then the electoral commissioner. A kushwa to the MPP for Uncle Buhono after consequent years for 1 person. Say, NBC, no other political parties are active. You go to about you didn't choose about to. But when the press conference, a mountain. About the electoral commission in Myanmar, of course, were Enya. Part of the national one, East in the area. These were some of the key issues came out of the press conference. You will say, now you were illegal president voter list. For example, Ocean, they need to say a chance of constituency. Now you were a young India, what was your president? When you enter the club, I know what they want to do. And number 2 now, sir, president list the mayor. The Quabras in the club, I'm a Quabran now because of the Tumania. I was able to go easy office of what I'm a consulting crata, and I got a damn way about 2, but I'm not here making number 2. If you must have said, Mother, my back woman, and not to me set with the 2 amount. What about Mark banana combined? I bet. And the Quabra, about 1 more, say. A year electoral commission, a year president, a year voter list. Now you work a year a payment. 1 year, we are president, now majority of them, I'm not a year in office 1 another year. I don't hear it say, and Marama Chinese office a year president, also back about selling crata. It's 1 more what you are president. A kind down soon of fire, where you are president. Not yet. The electoral commission said them every a young salmon for a being what the other and the back to a woman set and salmon for a year and so on go to a banner again. No, and the car say electoral commission was set. We were turning now, we were pata. And you can say, enough is enough. Because when you became the electoral commission, electoral commission over the times where yeah. That means a year electoral commission, bravo. It's your 5 year electoral commission. What does you mean? I know about what you mean. Say, a year there was a voter transfer fraud. And I say, yeah, transfer. And I said, me, I'm a trouble. I will see no a year Methodist. Let me say, you know, my other two Methodist, the bar and kind. And I'm a card Chester. A year transfer. There were fraud. That's a new method and confusion. That's a dream do a mention. Don't I can man, it's a constituency. This is only one man crumble. You know, crumble. So Jama in Coco, in Sawama, Pamela crumble. And then, like a camera. And conforming for why transfer 1 year. Down conform the senior transfer could be, but you need to require transfer over every could be on the percent on the other. A cocoa. Not as a non-channel, some economy, avenue, or what. And then you catch electoral commission, and now begin at the payments effect. We are questioning at the park. We are questioning at the able to be association. If you are set, now begin at the payments and mother concept. You are independent a year audit of the electoral year, the war over a year of Mamma. What also means, at the about what you also say, there were illegal police stations. A billion crown and was just 1 a year voter. Alright. If you see a shot there a year or the government, if you put a hundred your crown and you and the baby see and let us look and say, what would that say? Polling station here, your 2 back. You power 2 about 1 and now you power.
One polling station, Nipa 2 about Nipa Bakumpe.
I am you don't be whatever from the
you bet my friends a mistake, Anna.
I did a mistake. Mistake your friend. You can be or you're trying to be there. Kwabana police station police station blah 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 blah. Mistake it was an illegal polling station and an electoral commission. A smuggled the other. Every other show. Of course, for example, of course, now you were a police station here. I have code number E011303. A dear that police station is here. International school, Akosomo. And for that there was only 1 voter on the voters list. Meanwhile, there is a related police station. And also here E011302. And also more a international school, no more. And over 508 registered voters. If the police station A, the same area, police station A, Akosomo International A, Akosomo International B. No, you talk to about why about it. You know, 1 year, that's here, the beach of to about 508. How is that possible? How is that possible? Combination also change. I did about calling you know say. You have some significant shortfall over the number of registered voters. The one was certain constituencies. And OSHA will suggest possible missing voters in such constituency. So, for instance, when they terminate, you pay a register on a police station, a 500. As the electoral commission, you are the brain because there are many parts I registered. And that same police station is 300. So there was a shortfall of about 200 votes. Half of one way you will go through. A person will be free. Half of one over here. Half of one adding to the beginning whether any of the young list. And as a young personal data as a past requirement. That's how to feel more doing. If you're coming,
top radio back correct.
Hello,
Meet you. And we see same Eastern region honum transfer no police station be recorded 90 something, but later on the figures about 10 years 2,000 plus a more figure no so
exactly I think we have said some fraudulent transfers went on. If baabi wɔ hɔ no mo a yɛakɔyɛ ɛyɛ transfer yɛni na ayɛ wɔ hɔ yɛagent yie na ɔbaa so aha yɛyie transfer no nipa ɛyɛ transfer no yɛ nipa 20 electoral commission ɛde no list baayɛ nipa ɛyɛ transfer yɛ 2,000 and over. And this is not something else. NC or EP region too. It cuts across the whole country. Ghana for many now, I'm my way. ACC. I mean, to that camera. The years and telephone, we have been sending to Ghana Catcher. He said, can you be a easy one? Your argument of the man crying. Now, an independent audit of the voters a year ago, and I register no they are. And we're now reading your set. Send your Ghana Mramma, your whole set. Ya go and you be this one. It's not a good one. Now I see a good one. Now I think there's a good quarter. Now who is that? And there's a good way to be on the name of the beauty. And we are a giant and that's a refugee. Now, electoral commissioner, yes, I do. Then you kind of the intransigence of the electoral commission, it is becoming way too much. This is a democracy. We need to we have consolidated it. We are not democracy in a Gina brand. Democracy is Gina brand for almost about a year, 3 decades. Yes, we say, we have both democracy in the Bible. It is taking just one person and an institution to destroy the democracy that you and I have protected over the years. And no man was here, and no man was there. More software, malam for a teacher for engineers, or be a doctor for a nurse for, and also be a sorry. Not democracy who are you protected since 1992. Or the woman who are yes, sure, a buyer since 1992. Young to how the woman winning and to come up. Yeah, NDP, let the other Cabraba could be one. And so I talk about on 7 December 2024. If you have a corner, there will be about 12
all that we are hearing and what NDC is doing is not new. We've seen this thing before. Many times here, it's like same script, different characters for some years now. MPP did the same thing way back. And I ne monso moye this time.
NBC,
meba. Now, EC can say Momra on table we say let us discuss and yet as a munyo okay with it. First demonstration I hit the grounds. If still, Omoka Chamo says mo ama amaye no one transfer may na ya nhwem na se mo da so gina ba bia mo gina na. That would be the panacea to mo problem nana.
The electoral commission does it. My NBC, agency electoral commissioner and as electoral commission on campus. Okay, sir, and electoral commission share and say on the voters registered the brain. I bring training. The burn. Or the buyer, you know, say, and you never do come. You told crack on my electoral commission, say, yeah, you're pretty militia. Am I a electoral commission? Tell me, may I pay you? Tell me, I'm going to transparency. And I said, I didn't but the transparency. A baby, young mamma, a young son, for a pine, no member, telecast life. And you, my young one. We register me and my pa. Electoral commission, the president of the corner. Okay, now me the mention. I mean the electoral commissioner. And you have to form the MPP for the women catch there. So over mammo said to that one the pine neck and now the hope of the pine channel. When I acquire my equipment and some also a solution. Electoral commission. I mean electoral commission with the 2 just and the crack in some way and the crown. Now they have updated the voters register. Tell you, come say I hear somewhere coming in the crack. They will overcome one son of the update the voters register. And yes, you go. So when you update the voters register, they are not as another man in papa. And you never papa no update the electoral commissioner for me. Now yɛn kɔmɛsa yɛn bia no yɛka no a woso update no sɛbe saa na ti ana ɔrɛ yɛbɔ maame bɔɔlo so none of that updated register no bɛma yɛ akwabra ebi ɛni mu obi ɛni eti wobɛyɛ dɛ no waka sɛ saa deɛ wei akɔso a the same problem different characters no it cannot be the same because under yɛ maame anaasɛ yɛ papa afaregyan ɛmmerɛ a MPP foɔ yɛ saa no wɔma ho kwan ma ɔmo yɛ yɛfrɛ ne sɛ ɛhyia no ɛma ɔmo yɛ auditing anaasɛ ɔmo hwehwɛ nsɛm no mu maame wei deɛ ɔso ɔma ho kwan wɔma ho kwan under afaregyan ɛde an updated list ma yɛ nuanom MPP foɔ wobɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛnuanom MPP foɔ bɛka sɛ Togofoɔ ɛne Chinafoɔ ɛne Burkina Fasofoɔ ayɛ register ne ma yɛma abawo yɛma maame no ɔmo commission of enquiries ne nhwɛm ɛbɛkyɛ ɔkae commission of enquiry ɔmo te yɛ nhwɛm ane yɛka sɛ ɔmo mfa ɔmo yɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ ne ɔmo fi ɛgbɛm na ɔmo fa mena ne yɛhwɛ na sɛdeɛ ɔkɔtɔ deɛ na bɛdwa yɛnya nsɛ de yɛmfa baa no nti kwabena woka saa bɛ you are not being fair to the system because it has not been the same. Electoral commissioner wey ayɛ no ho asobrate wayɛ no ho ɛyɛ kabi wayɛ no ho sɛ ɔno de nyɔɔseɛ no ɛno na ɛyɛ final that is not how other electoral commissioners anaasɛ previous electoral commissioners behave this kind of intransigence no ɛnyɛ saa na Faregyan behave yɛ ɛnyɛ saa na Charlotte behave yɛ ɔbɛka yɛ asaama no kuro yɛ a mmerɛ ana Faregyan ɛne Charlotte wɔ hɔ no na ɔayɛ okay, someone can about your electoral register. You are independent of it. La said you Quabra, what are the fee? Now, Upi fee, now, Musica Agra. That's the one for the Musica, and I'm saying my name more search. Quabra, we should say about search. That's all you come for. You know, you say, never search. Because what the fee and Robert, the Biagra. You have more search out there, you might have more search. Very well. Election commission, then they show, and then they be here. Yɛsi register no sɛbi nsɛm wɔ ho ɛyɛ sɛ wonyɛ ebibibɔ no bi ha ɛna wusuo sɛ yɛn nkɔfa independent ɛyɛ audit asena auditors mmra na yɛn na hwehwɛ mu nyere mu sɛ wonsuo bibi a anaasɛ wonyɛ ebibibɔ nya adɛn na wɔma yɛn hwehwɛ mu kwabena yɛnnipa wo kwabena
kwadwo ma kiw no dɔɔso nti mame fa wo si yɛ sɛ kiw no wa ɛwa nti mame fa wo si yɛ sɛ mento aso wet obedu ankran na wa mama te wonka na mo ya be say Eastern region mo hiti nipa be say
kwabra aso media
no pictures ni be to
kwabra ma sa ni videos ni bi kwabra me mania it chamba 30,000 people
Eastern region
and the was a standstill so that it's not part of the movie. It's actually probably 30,000. And let's say we play what for 4 years. You buy, yes. Kwabra means you be the and crown to sa. Kwabra crown to sa. Look, let's send you videos. You don't know what you for. Let's send you pictures. Don't know what you for. And this kind of demonstration, Kwabra, we are one what benefit. And NDC for the boat in cool. Ghana, President Mohammed, because also me a Ghana, but I'm not okay to take care of the contract to be. But you say that the issue a court of the mind. Me register what a man, yet the next one a pella. It's one way to mention. And it's also me. Ebi ni platform yɛ a first other political party nyɛmɛ isi yɛ ne ntiro ɔmbɛ to adi ama NDC eti kwabra ɛyɛ demonstration radio yɛfrɛ no agye wo nsɛm demonstration
agye wo nsɛm demonstration kwadwo ma kase yɛbɛsa di nkɔmmɔ actually yɛbɛsa di nkɔmmɔ medase so kwadwo da kwa na wote ne nkwa no kwadwo da nkwa yɛ communication director Edema NDC Amayekono Eastern Region and Kodin Common. You hear Mrebamwa, Yabako Central Region and chairman of NDC Party no Central Region, Eddie and Komo. But CCIDM Samson Asaki Aringo Bet. Atena say you know about being come. So me finance my pep student, glow trackers, carbolic soap, semu spices, yes with them power batteries, me dimafo herbal clinic, security shade, Angel Bakery original, Goyle, backup data system, Israel Multimedia, Masada drinking water, and valid property development. Eka yon yadi juma di bro. My name is Kwabena, also Ajma, the governor. Chairman Akwaba.
Yenya.
Bibi aboko de.
Bako.
The yamiase.
Enti
senra. Ye chenra na say enra ye chen ne.
Oh, as days goes by, things changes. So, enti senra.
So, the executive secretary, the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, and or double as chairman of PNC. And what you say, Nimu ayedu, Nimu do that na wasandi biaka, wabre wako, waya there, or try, Brena Bribia by a name Yamiashin and Muyam. Once again, Chama Kwaba.
But that's it. One mama kwaba, but one mama trinkwa.
Me say me you come with that we are na me dey know about so I feel dey be shake about that
so odika mama so o mama kwa ba we there so why we come be so it's not want to me to respond and I this are me that's why are there we na bompai we na pai want na
ni padre say na mojina ye
okay mama dika nche etifo ina Ghana for omoye afefo sisi ya de station bia na oja ho abo na wa da bonte because ebinim was Facebook live YouTube TikTok ene bibia nte enye tete na okwa na kase o studio ngwa nte bigidi say sa pepe na top radio you have advanced michia PNC members PNC bakoni na michia delegates on the 7th of September, Omuina Eba P-Ba Ebeto Aba, the new crop of leadership, Emma PNC, political party, no. Michia, all regional executives and the constituency executive say, Omutimbo Ejumapa, Emma party, no. Maminchia, Mfa check Kasepa, the strong compa, a comma, your new leader. His Excellency Bernard Mona. So Obada Yekuno Enim be contested the next election that is coming 7th December 2024.
Now for we count microphone.
Na me jidi say Ghana for Beto Aba. Ebe the most youngest and vibrant and very aggressive presidential candidate. Say Obi me say your candidate even 6 months old baby who born there or betrinka on him no aha that is the material we can take to election and I'm
yeah sure
and party for your damn say you repose that confidence in him and then me as the national chairman until the new the national the people convention party PNC today can confidently say we have a new crop of leadership that is now standing on the political party called PNC, who are very, very vibrant team, very marketable, very creditable, very confident that they will take the party to the next level. In fact, we intend to restore our political party back to its glory days. The days that if you mention PNC, they will tell you it's the third force party. But for 2020 election, that PNC have given me a president candidate who's very hot like this now. We intend, and that is what me and my leader have been discussing. If we don't win, then we are going to push the election to second round. Trust me. So if you market today's date. If we don't win, if come December 7th, if Bernard Mona, the People National Convention Party, is not elected as a President of the Republic of Ghana, then there will be second round. Because Bernard comes to stand for the youth. In fact, I said it in my opening remarks that we cannot allow pensioners, retirees, to now plan. Because you look at your age, look at my age. They will now come to determine the next 8 years what they want to do for you in our
Why
life.
do we have pensioners and retired people who are more contested this election?
The two political parties, the National Democratic Congress presidential candidate and the new Patriotic Party presidential candidate are all over their 60 years. In fact, some of them I'm sure some of them are even more than 65, 63, 62 going.
So you see some more pensioners.
They are pensioners. In fact, you can now project your life. I can project my life to say, I want in the next 5 years, I want to hold PhD. I want in the next 5 years, I want to be a CEO of a certain corporate institution. I want to do this, I want to do this. This is the timelines. It's the youth. When they talk of there's job unemployment, they never experience any unemployment. They do. They are very blessed. If you look at their track record, they have all worked when they finish universities. But a situation whereby we have the youth who have finished universities and even to the extent that they are forming youth unemployment graduate association. During that time, that didn't happen. So that is clear. The 2020 population census give us clear data that shows that the youth are more than the old age. And so, why wouldn't we elect? Look at the gentleman in Burkina Faso, extremely doing well, because he's thinking about the future. He's part of the future. Look at Senegal president. Senegal has just elected a very young candidate. So you saw him.
Yeah.
Very, very young. He's going to deliver. So I can tell you clearly, there will be thing of the past. We won't vote for pensioners again in this country. We will vote for youth who have the energy, who have the passion, who can say, look, I am your college youth. If I go wrong, correct me. Help me to steer the affairs. Look, let's go back to when Rollins took over at his youthful age. You saw how Rollins was able to galvanize the students to produce cocoa. Students were at Gapoa port carrying cocoa, loading. You remember?
Yeah, we
how he took all of us along.
And
so I can tell you.
Railway now or more we had the more home cocoa and that kind of years.
What if you say we are papa? Na one thing how brabo yi. What you say? A brabo a minua uti me. A brabo a one hwe hu yi wo time we youthful no. Wodi wo sika ene wo hodi kodi mbachi. Now, wa wo ba wakola wanyini woni hwe. We regret that you have wasted your youthful age life. Na oba panyi betwum ene oba. Na oba fro you can imagine oba fro oba no panyi no boy no. Na okache wo hwem brabo you. Mr. Tise wono say na me yede me mbachi a me ti has ene me ni hwe no. That is not the advice to your children. You are a failure. But tell your children, sure, at the time I was you, this was what I was doing. This was what at your age, this was what I achieved.
You have to do more than what I did.
You have to do more than what I did.
Yeah.
So it's the youth, the one who can advise his children when he was youth, what he did. So the youth have the energy. It means that tells you clear that at your youthful, exuberant time, you have the energy to do whatever you want to do, to change, to turn around your life. And I know you've challenged yourself. That's why we are sitting here today as a host.
Sure.
So if I tell you the future is for the youth, I know that among the president candidates, PNC, of course, Chida is also a young guy, but I can tell you, PNC will be aggressively propagating the issue. And PNC has been in government before, you know, PMP and the PP. When Limam came, Limam was able to buy 2 vessels for Ghana, ship. You know the Black Star Line. And Ghana, we cannot boast of one ship. Meanwhile, you can imagine the goods. You know, I'm in harbor.
Yeah.
Imagine the goods that is
coming. You Hong Kong and say about party, so because you be the party in Hong Kong more.
Right.
But at least wabana a juma we or port today say you do Hong Kong kakra. But projection in normal be breach. There's definitely 2024 election. Possible say a better runoff near high, and are you telling me say whenever we see runoff, a PNC and more push it to runoff?
Absolutely, it happened in 2008, and it happened in 2008.
2008. Yeah. So let's take for instance, is about 22.
And not only 2008. I think it also happened 2000. There was second round. 2000. Yes, there was second round.
2000.
Yes.
Kofo against
Atamas. Yes.
Oh, I think I have to check.
Remember the time? When was that? Was
no, time was 2008.
2008. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
time was 2008.
Okay. No, but President Kufuor didn't get one touch.
No, for 2000. Only one touch, but 2004
rather.
Okay. Yes, okay. But I don't know.
No, 2004 he won though.
Yeah, he won. And I will give you.
Still there are two instances. I know 2008 went for second round. Then I'm sure 2000. You check.
2000 was one of the constituencies I know say Eba, but I'm saying with the wisdom of Afarijan and that kind of something actually happened.
Okay. But 2008 there was a second round in this country.
Yes, I'll go
and PNC was promptly forget. You remember that was why they gave my contender the one that I went. You asked me how many of us went for the national chairman position. We were two.
Oh.
I and the former Council of State member, Her Excellency Ajara Ali.
Wow.
And I won massively against her.
Yeah.
Then the presidential there were two.
Yeah, right now.
All right.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, so Port to say.
Yeah. Porter, yeah. So what is it? Porter, yeah.
As like you walk when you say, do you understand that? Like, Port and some say, what be your national chairman? Your executive secretary, no? Ujaya to Hana.
Dabe.
Oh yeah, Juma.
I said opposition party. The
Juma and the horse.
I said, "Mokoya Juma di awo me association." The mintimum baba kakra baba boa me partner or then according him. What do you say?
Okay.
So I found that it maybe people don't know.
Yes,
this young man is the one who brought importers and exporters from scratch.
Oh.
I used to skill bottom general call the organization in 2014.
So what's the core duty?
It's to do research and advocate. I look at other ports, Ivory Coast, Benin Port, Togo Port, Nigeria and Kenya, some of the challenges that our importers are going through here. Why are they not going through there? Some of the fees and charges, are they consummating with the services they are renting to importer or exporter? Terminal operators, some of the charges does it warrant? Shipping lines charges. If the same shipping line that bring container to Tema Port for importer, that same shipping line take same container to Africos for Africos importer. That same carrier pick a container to Benin for a Benin importer. Today, some of the charges that they are charging in Ghana here, is it the same that they are charging in those countries? Does it take different oil to bring Ghanaian container to Ghana and take different oil to go, a cheaper oil to go to Benin, and that's why they are charging us more?
You yourself, now you're importer.
No, I wasn't importer. I had done some job in the port community before.
Okay.
And I realized, I and in my early days, and I realized that there were so many challenges confronting the importers.
Okay.
And everybody was complaining. In fact, what motivated me was that everyone was complaining to the media, but if government want to address the issues, where did you go?
Okay.
Where is your office location?
Okay.
Are you legally registered?
Okay.
Do you have an office that they can bring a letter?
Okay.
To say
so
this issue
like
are raising
individual we say no team complaining my media no.
Exactly.
So government no can. No person address you or more.
Address one.
So
there should be you should be a recognized body.
Yeah.
Registered with the close with the Ghanaian laws. Then when you are speaking, then someone will know, okay, this is your post office. They can drop a letter to you. You can respond by writing a letter.
Okay.
So I got some importers. And I said, look, I've been in the port before. I've seen how importers are. Those that they used to do, Kufota, they used to do inspections. You know, we call it inspection company. There were 5 companies. Okay, so I did something small with ICS. There was a company called ICS. Okay, so that was where I saw how the importers were having challenges. And sometimes the importer can come and security can sack him or her. You can't enter the port. If you nipa or find a container, or not, that would be a foul juma. And no pam. So I realized, no, these people were not giving proper treatment. Meanwhile, they are bringing the chunk of the money to the state.
To the country, yeah.
So I said, no, there's a need. They need a mouthpiece. So I went and spoke. Even when I was talking to some importers, even at that time, Carlos Ahenkra. who was the outgoing gift president, I went to him. In fact, he referred me to, he asked me questions. So what would be the job that I would do different from what the Ghana Space Authority is doing? And I told him, say, my trahan, my kind Space Authority laws, no. And what I saw in there is there were Space Council globally, a private entity like what I want to establish. So they discussed dispassionately about things confronting the importer and the exporter. So the government look at it and address. But my who says Space Authority, Ghana Space Council, I don't know what, for whatever reasons, and Space Authority. So what it means is that they have a minister who have oversight responsibilities. So the Minister of Transport has oversight responsibility over the Space Authority. So what it means is that if they go to cabinet and government decided that they are going to tax the importer,
they can't,
or they are going to introduce fishing charges.
Yeah, they can't. Say
and your boss sat in that cabinet level and accept. And you, the CEO of Space Authority, cannot come to fight your boss. Maybe at the point they are trying to formulate policy, they will invite you, get like when they will invite Attorney General to come and advise, give a legal opinion. So they will invite the Space Authority people to go give an opinion. As well, they pick it or don't take it, they will not have the opportunity to fight it out like we fight it. So there's a need for us to have a private think tank, and that was how I funded it.
Oh, okay. So for how many years now?
It's 2014 to date should be 10 years now.
2014
to date should be 10 years now.
Wow.
And took this young man, I registered it, was working.
With your own money?
In fact, when I was walking up and down, barefooted, taking taxis, people didn't know that this thing will go to this land, will have this national recognition. Today, sometimes I sleep and I wake up and you, the media people, are calling. Yeah. Mr. Sake, are you aware this government appointee have said this? The minister has said this. The president has said this. And I have learned with time. So there was one of my brother, he's worked at the Ship Owners and Agents Association, SWAC, I call him Mr. Ayana. So sometimes when I come to speak the issues, he say, this Goma Saki, what does he have about maritime? So as soon as I did my degree finish, that
was beginning.
Yeah, as soon as I did my degree finish, I went to do my master's in port and shipping at the Regional Maritime University. So now I speak with authoritative. That's how I challenge myself, and that's how I said that it is good for the youth that can forget, that can plan. Say, I want to do this. You target, you set your goals, you score, you achieve them. This is this young man sitting here. So important expert association wasn't established by any PhD holder or any professor from anywhere. This is the young man.
You.
Yes, I mooted the idea. In fact, in 2014, I mooted 2 ideas. One, and at the end of the day, when I sleep and I wake up, my instinct told me that you go for the important expert association and leave the other one. The other one, what I did was, at that time, it was Sylvester Mensah who was the National Health Insurance boss.
Yeah, slide.
So I wrote 2 proposals. I wake up overnight. I was writing. My wife didn't know what I was writing. I wrote 2 proposals because what was the proposal? I went to National Health Insurance and I realized that people renewed their card and the cards were sitting there. They are not calling them. They are not tracing them to give them their card. So I said, no. As somebody who had worked in insurance before and understand commission, I will say, okay, I want to recruit youthful age, young girls and young boys, so that we will go to the houses. When your card is expired, we will pick it and bring it to health insurance. When they renew it finish, we will bring it to you. Because the reason for you renewing it, somebody want to go access health. Okay, you want to go to the hospital. That's why he's renewing. So you are not calling the person. Then you print it, and that's why I was saying people have printed cards down, and people are not even like DVA as well. So I said, okay. So I will go and tell. I even went as far as to meet the man, but unfortunately I couldn't meet him that day. They said they were in the board meeting to tell them, look, okay, if they are renewing, you are charging 50 pesos. Maybe do 150 pesos. So the 160 will come to the and I also pay the worker who go for it. Do you understand? So that even if you are doing 50 pesos, so I was okay. No, the number of cars that you collect for renewal, if they give you 30 pesos, and the office will also take 20 pesos, or we'll give you 20 pesos per card, then the office will keep the 30 pesos because we'll do operational expenses narrative and office utility narratives. That was what I wrote. But after I realized that no, there was a need for me to as a matter of deal with import. That one was more, would have more national attention. I said I want to. So I went to La Paz, got some importers. Went to Tema, got some importers. I let them sign the form, and I went and registered it. I used my own money to rent the first office. And now here we are.
Everybody, I recognize it.
So people don't know how they. I even went to Guta. At that time, Dr. Ofori. Ofori,
president of Guta then.
Who was the president?
Yeah.
And I went and met them with Dr. Ben. At that time, Dr. Ben was not something. I went and met them, and I told them that this is what I want to do. And they asked what there will be crisscrossing with the. And I said no. You people say you are Ghana Union of Traders. So I mean, if anybody is carrying water in Accra City, and Abayi for Kobun Kenya, it should be Guta issues. If they go, someone go and pour somebody food by the street, it should be Guta issues. But this one, I want to limit myself to only the port side. So I went to Guta, and in fact, I went to Civil Authority. I met Kofi Mbia too. In fact,
so who started that challenges in him?
Oh, when I did the consultation, they didn't know that I had already registered the thing. You.
Oh. So
at some point, they wanted to block the registration, but they didn't know that I was having. I remember one time there was this. Is it ASHI or GCAP, something like? If not Standards Authority that wanted to bring it, it was ASHI Authority that wanted to bring it, and I stood on my ground. And that time, Beatrice Ajimai, right?
Beatrice Ajimai.
No, not Beatrice Ajimai. Right. There was this lady who used to host TV3, one of the main topic, Hot Matilda Asante.
Matilda Asante, yeah.
So they brought me, they brought Professor Akosa, they brought Kofi Mbia, and we debate.
Now that was
so when we debated the issue, I was pushing the thing away. So when we finished, Kofi Mbia took me in his car and told me, "You Asakura, you know, you are sitting in my car here. I'm taking you to go and drop you at Terekwasi for you to go to Tema. You said I didn't want to even expose you in the media, but you didn't register. You register your organization. So that time no one registered that. I say, Kofi Mbia, I said, Doc, is that so? I registered it and I put the document showing. I said you could have made my day. You could have said it in the air. I would have shown the document there and there. That is how.
And he was surprised.
He was surprised.
Wow.
That is how smart this young man is.
Wow. That's something.
And I can tell you, I have never regretted for funding this organization. What I've told myself, or I challenge myself, and I say I won't fabricate. I won't create a story when there's no story. I won't lie to tarnish someone's image. I will speak the issue. So what make it any impact in terms of the industry? What? The name is out there, but you know the name. It's not me. You know what you've done. I cannot praise myself. Ghana for Mutie. Say for when they come talk say fighting for the industry. This young man really. So you being the leader of it, you know. Dem pa na what me jinemu akwama importers and exporters na we there. What say yes. We there makuna nkunim dia butre so metimaje. Oh, so I can't. But at least I can't remember so many. This issue was one of the biggest one we did was when MPS came first, 2018. Okay. They had increased the tariff over 200%, 300%. Because of how and we said no way. And we went back and forth, and the government said we have to cut off 30%. It was a lot of savings that we give to the country. GCAP, we fought back and forth. ASHI, I mean, so many things. 3% flat rate. I fought it, and government have to come back and say they have to reverse it to do the standardization tax. So many things. If you Google about Asaki, so many things about the industry. So many things. Asaki. Yes. So many things. And when I go to meetings, the ministers, they are always hot. Sometimes the guys say, no, but how do I buy? So how do you get money? I remember when they wanted to reverse the benchmark values. Benchmark, okay. I don't know that we got there. Then I think they already talk to the president that he should see his man, he should see me, he should see me and talk to me. Oh. Can you did you talk to? I said, oh, man, not casa. I said, what am I casa? I mean, to you. I remember. There was another cargo tracker note issues. You call meeting. You agree say there's no way say you be penny say cargo tracker note never. Because in fact, Papa no the car by me, and because say I don't work isolated. I work with my team. Good day, give us. So Modi then call Jubilee House, and you call Jubilee House. You call meeting. You wear near Baba Afrikiko. You agree say China ya ba. You be there. You be push it there no. Off. Then no say yeah meeting you call no. Na omo confront good president. I watch it.
After Mumu meeting.
Council time.
But Mumu okay, Council that time now. Momo de na otimubi.
Ya meet no we ya meet no we. No ya call agree say a china ya penny say cargo truck no na be there e be ba. Nti e call no say mo ko aban ko frɛ good president eno mo ko kan eno mo tia o say ojitum. Nti adi tia mo frɛ meet no patutu o mo ganjira me. Nti mo ha na obi frɛ me. Agents na obi frɛ asa ko why. I'm say both you. Hey to catch ya bra. Na wouldn't meet with Flagstaff Jubilee House. Nem say am minimio. O say oh, me do abrasia. E me tu me ka gidi. Me do gate. E mo say here. You want me to wa say me tu. Mum bia dem go. I don't be here. And me drive cop. We call pack no. And me call president. So we call first secretary president area. Yeah. Then you have to also call vice one. You call do am full do na my girl we she say oh yeah CEO of one of the oil company she was working at the vice president office whom na nisisa because him say me there
on ka ho be more invite
me tijai na me come inside you kwatra meeting no ka we na afi man pene me say that's not what we agreed yesterday. Chris say, oh, Dr. Abe, I say we know you can say no do 12 o'clock and we'll give and I sakeba has seen now person somewhere join. So anyway, that was where the fight came. They said I and Asaka said the good president tap our back. You remember that fight that we had fight we picked that fight I picked that fight with
but when you said say we won't play no obeying better with Chiana.
I said him say we agreed on something. There's always say one person could go and just agree like silver plus ladder. What do you say? Until people don't see that African say hey because Asakeba that means come by with that Asake.
Why are they? What fighting occur?
But I love my very good friend Dr. Oben. We had our differences. Sometimes you had back to back. In fact, I remember the recent one was Gapua. No, even Gapua. After Gapua says this current superstar law, Gapua did some tariff. You call negotiation we say who monitor news no. You negotiation we sign off the deal. Gapua say omuka implementation. No wahana is a good issue statement. Say we are not consulted. That's it. The media still for frame. Yes, I see the first started to kwano. Em say that. I did wait we here in energy to me. To say omuka now if his people are raising issues he's supposed to explain to them to say that they've never consulted them. That was also talk of war. Then the rest one was this recent one. Ghana Sports Authority have been fighting say shipping lines are cheating importers too much for several years. Certain charges that omujiji before no enye nti say you per se since 2014 I have been advocating the Ghana Sports that omo law they can't buy they can't do anything. So 2021 they want to do one law called 2190 or something LI 2190 and we say still that they can punish they can do and I say still if you want go and amend your Parent Act. I've been advocating this. So at the time the Minister of Transport now made formally the policy finish no for it to go to Parliament as an LI no. They even didn't call my office, but they invited Gutta, gave it for Omunina Korea. So I heard it and I raised issues when I got a document before they went to Parliament. I raised issues. I didn't consult my office, but certain things that they said that importer say a BMRA na importer here assembly any service provider. It could be terminal operator, it could be shipping line, it could be free agent or whatever. And they are bringing the issues before the Supervisory Authority to arbitrate. If it will cost the Supervisory Authority resources for them to solve the matter, the importer must pay, they will surcharge the importer, or yearly, they have to do yearly revision. I raised those issues, then quickly the Supervisory Authority new boss invited us. Oh, we did a nice meeting. So we left. And I heard that my people issued the statement, good that that they will not agree. And I said, no, this one, this is what we were calling for. Yes, I understand some aspect of the law. No? That's they will implement, they will imprison importer, they will do what they will do. And we have raised, and the people saw that no. Because I told the Supreme Court that your main objective here is to protect the interest of the importer. So how will you go and do a law to say you can imprison importer? And they saw that no, that was a legitimate issues I was raising. And they said they were prepared to use an LI to correct it. So what do we go and issue later? So I had a banter with them. Most of the times I have a banter with my people. I disagree with my own people. Then we come back to be friends. That's the way to do.
One thing I mentioned that team for when I say, oh, Asaki, when he's in bed with this government or this government, I say, Ubia and Shedan and to me target to. How do you work on that?
No, I work with, and my association was established during Jamama time.
Jamama, yes, and this.
I remember that time many people of Jamama government were calling me Chubui, and they were pointing fingers to me that MPP is the one that finance that are financing me. So at that time MPP in opposition, they were enjoying it. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Then when MPP2 came, their media budget review, where they introduced the 3% floor rate, and they were roping in importers and exporters, importers, wholesalers, distributors into it. No? And I was telling the cascading effect that it will affect the final consumer. That was where I picked. Before then, no, I was a very good friend to Alan and Kuku Kwate. And you know Kuku Kwate was made deputy minister in charge of revenue. So when I took that fight, no, Kuku Kwate hit me. He didn't want to see my face. I also so some of the meeting they will not even call me. And they'll call my people. But whatever they go and discuss, it will come back to me.
You are in opposition now, almost
exactly. So that has been how I work. In fact, it is good when you are doing these jobs. You try to be as much as independent so you can fight the issue than to align yourself to them, and the same people will come with policy that you cannot fight. So that is it. If you go to MPP and tell them, they'll tell them this guy is matter heart. If you go to NDC, they'll tell us okay, he doesn't understand anything. It's good for purpose.
Now, these two major political parties, based on Ajuma Oye and opposition, you crown. Obian try to say this guy a lobby, at least Charlie Adewe there. So bibi muna yenko. No,
even I remember during the time MPS issue came that we were fighting. MPS we were trying to fight. They went to they tried to talk to people. People say, hey, Asake, now Samedi, I can tell you, they won't come. They won't dare. They know that if they come, what if you can? I don't take. What will happen? They know that we're going to tell the media, so they won't even come.
Because they know so you're media friendly.
If you come and I say I won't take. They know I will go and tell me, look, if they want to buy me, I refuse. No, but so they won't even do. They won't.
Now, who you okay in life in terms of money?
Oh, well, we're saying, I scan it, Adina.
Yeah, okay.
Skabiwa, we did ya. We done that. Utiba powers are such kind of
so me do call but me pese Ghana for ne Matie for ne PNC for who kind of personal or more electing say or more chairman.
Yes.
Yeah, when or starting bibia and I say organize bibia or yet to pempen so yeah and then for so dear ebe bro minor any more odi money mu kan.
Yes. Until dear member yedinu what I will be able to feed myself, feed my wife, feed my children, pay my children's school fees. Ya me de mame. Me dase, me da yakopon ase. And so me pesca, but I want money that will be gaining money to me. Money that will not give me sleepless night.
Okay, yeah, for we na yeah they were port no. Yes, so chrono port pa.
Chrono port. They say the ake. Who think?
Yeah, ake.
Akeka. Yes, chrono report. Chrono, there chrono. The attorney say, Jadinibia niwa ordinary documents, the first be transactional values. Na Ghana, the Minister of Transport, Minister of Trade, or not concern those things on behalf of Ghana government. The first transactional values say, make of abrocrazy cotton near my bar. Many the trader. Yes, even family invoice. Packing list, and then receipt of payment. Say my material goods, no. This is the amount, the value I pay. Say me fa we na ba, be my customer. Customs to stand on that document to assess me to pay duty. Yet, customs for because as I can cover when a manufacturer of document no our community too. Anytime you present your document to them, they will put it away and do their own things.
Okay.
They do not accept any transactional value. In fact, except a few countries like India and one country, because they believe that the export document customs they give it out. And even places like China, you can't manufacture because the Chinese exporter get retention, get tax rebate for exporting more of their product. So it's not like Ghana, you go to somebody's store, you buy the goods of 100 Ghana cedis and tell the store owner to do it 2,000. And you also see that. Because if you do this, you have to declare.
Why custom officers will even think that is it because of trust? They don't trust their own people.
So they don't trust the trader, not their own people. They don't trust the trader. They're supposed to accept the trader
At one
documents.
point, short collection.
So that is where people say you're born chrono. There's chrono going on, but there are some business people who are very genuine people. They present. I'm not saying they are saint. They are saint in port. No, there might be one or two casualties. One or two person bad.
So if the traders and as a business people present the original document and the payment and every document at the way how then normally short collections.
Good. So I have to educate you. So the issue is that I am the importer.
You have to explain it.
No, I have to educate you, including your public, your listeners.
Our short collections.
Our short collections.
Okay.
No. Asake. Me no kofa name na ba me kofa sa LED televisions. Okay. Sa this one we the boha na ya hwe no. So me kofa LED television no, maybe me container ye 40-foot container or 20-foot container. Maybe bako inside 1,700 pieces of that LC. So the document na ba agent na. The agent in doing the BOE bill of entry no. You no kofa name na buy. Me no kofa buy. Until I supposed to give him all the documents covering the quantities in it.
The agent.
They are LED, maybe they are 20 inches LED, or they are 40 inches LED, or they are 60 inches LED televisions. It is 1,700 pieces. But maybe say man catch import agent na ko enter maybe 1,400. That is what the officer at the CTSB at custom head office baby no omoye assessment and valuation and classification no to come out with the value for you to go and pay baby a friend a duty no is assessing you based on the we enter onto computer no garbage in garbage out to so the omo will be your friend who got your side duty no on 1,400 now they now have what called field examination officer or also your custom officer or portal no nti ono ba waka say okay MBA container na nti okita wo BOE document na tax bill na okotua no quantities now your assessment say 1,400 ti ya bia na kankan na won say no 1,400 by 1,700 that means 300 abaso so they have that is where the short collection comes in.
Okay,
so dani na no as me advocate no na me catch you the force.
So where from that fort?
Hold on. Anthony me kana. Dani na me say advocate na. Ya wofu ada no person odi kan num squan no. Dani me advise you the force say one ko fa dem na free buy. To ba catch agent no. Say a laptops a TV a freezer the quantities that is loaded in the because sometimes you are there and they loaded the container.
Okay.
It is also indicated in your invoices document. Say these quantities are in the container. So tell your agency, please don't go. It can be sometimes it can be deliberate. Sometimes it cannot be deliberate. But because you don't want your name to be mentioned bad, like because when you do that, the custom will red flag you. So all the time they want to say that no, you are trying to undercut. Maybe they even import on him.
Okay.
A agent now, you say me person atiefo wo ka say sada saka kwati FM no kan maybe ebeye agent no say oh ma me get 1,000 for e mbe ko hu officer bi what you say but you forgotten that the one who's going to do the examination officer ono hu an also work through the report say no okoye no ohun say obey remarks ohun say there na 1,400 by 1,700 until they have to do short collection and that's a deep penalty then they will now start calling the importer say oh yes short collection you then me advise importer say oh for document ma o agent am e mo 1,700 bucks catch your go and enter exactly
700
don't go and do what you want. And when the problem comes, we are now referring to the importer.
But once at times it's so no importer.
This is about education.
Maybe at times importer no. Ebia agent no akaso do tini 1,000 Ghana cedis. Or this 40 feet container be a rice a woman we say ya. On Jovia we obakaso na untimi nye hu bibi. Then agent need to make kind of crunch and say you bet me hu bibi but there's a risk to that. Now I can just oh make me akoye bibi say. You won't say later no what under declare.
I expect say we deal business based on trust. What you say? We are genuine business owner. Customs. So there are some people when they bring their document, the customer will just pass it on because say this person there or declare an occurrence or didn't occur. Some agents or document say the agent way there. Some agents to go they want to see what he has actually declared. So sometimes I hear importer crowd importer crowd no.
Okay.
And I say ebi on importer there I discuss the importer say no can was some no say okay and you be mammy. You be mammy now occur yes sir under declared no.
Okay.
But I advise people that please do your actual declaration.
Okay.
Pay your goods and take your goods out quietly so that we am how work when so. That's the best way to go.
All right, so you have 5 minutes in your party.
We share Ghana tax bill so, and also motivate people to do what to do under declaration.
Okay.
Because the tax no, is too huge. We share document commodity baku, never baku. We bet to have import VAT to say, to say, more say import VAT 20%. No, import duty 20%. Import VAT, say 15%. Health insurance 2.5. Get fund 2.5. AU 2.0.
Never be a one namono.
And then clear frozen food or temapot no. On Chiakra 400,000.
400,000
to pay for container.
Electricity there no my. And
buy electricity there and buy. I have to pay for terminals. Shipping and local handling charges and buy you. Now some shipping lines are also so unyama na bad na ukura say hey more 7 days demurray free. So that 7 days demurray free no. Me person shipping line baba catch me demurray me 1 day kurampo. Until me clear until what to say as I can contain 10 on one document one bill of lading 1 BL. 10 containers no maybe a 20 foot and a 40 foot container. Shipping line like next line is taking you 10,000 or 15,000 times 10. Not only 15,000 per volume. But when you go to Benin, if you have 100 container 1 billion leading, they take only maybe 5,000. That's all.
But shipping
that's all.
Do they charge dollars or cedis?
Some of them will even make $1 equal 16.3 or so no. But now I say one of the shipping line take $20, 20 cedi to $1.
Oh.
And they will not charge you just for face value. They will charge you 15,000 times 10 in that document. That's what we are fighting now. If say import no control duty, maybe who control duty 400,000 now buy. Because you have no, and then you can multiply 400 times 10 containers. Who can cover this security in a buy we are. Now if you are unable to get the 15,000 times 10 to pay for max line, there's no way they will release your container to you. And I buy even on my bring around to for max line GM general manager say please Asaka has paid the duty so much to government. Please release, and he is not on the mortgage. You say, oh, look, I'm in charge. How many times do you press your computer to release the person? Release. How many times? How many times do you press computer to release? Do you press it 10 times to release the person? No. One document, 1 bill of lading. Why you taking 15,000 times? And because he's not able to pay that money, you say you will not release his container to him.
So after some days, be a 60 days in now, they be a day to be a day to be a
some of the companies are taking $150.
Yes, $150 per day.
Every day for the mortgage. So that is why when the Super Authority got this their Parent Act amended now, no, I say hallelujah. We are prepared. I'm pushing. If the Super Authority listen, I'm pushing that the airlines should come right now. By January, February next year, they have to start regulating. So these charges will cancel them. It is unwarranted. You go to the same shipping line that bring the container to Teleport, send container to Benin, and in Benin you can have 100 containers in one document, and they are paying only face value 5,000. You pay 5. That's all. You go. But these people 15 times the number of containers on the document.
The moment the more is better now.
You say we go in the
morning. Me say be a shipping line. That's a government. Then it's a better so na auction. Then nipa na ombe allocate sa goods na man. Say be a politician. He doesn't pay the shipping license.
Yes.
So
he doesn't pay. He doesn't pay that.
And na nipa na no free.
And the auction na on free. They are going na import no the business actually. Europa. So the job I find myself in is a cartel job. So you have to understand the language. So you can always find them and hit them hard.
So what say they will be pushing for?
Oh, so local handling charge to say Obia of 500 containers ever.
Okay.
Well, it's under one document. 1 bill.
100 containers on 1 bill.
Yes, or continue to the we. Or Baba for container must local handling charge. Not that you're taking 10,000 for face value. You are taking 10,000 times 100 containers. You must pay this money before they release the container. This is stupidity.
Meanwhile, when you release that, you just click once and
absolutely.
Oh.
Sometimes when the container never come, they will tell you you have to deposit another money.
And that money is going to the shipping line.
I'm telling you. I said TV to the highest degree and nobody but now we have a law.
Okay.
Thankfully we have a law now. And I want the LI to be propagated quick.
Mate.
So that by January, shipping authority, this thing will go and report with evidence and they can deal with them.
Okay. Yeah, that's so they are go through a port kakra. The next time I make sure the best call, you better be remo auction.
Okay.
A ban say na man for normal call. Okay, like to say there you can nipa na shipping like so kutua, but you are located the man politician na. You training na gu. They start to do things so amano. For na wafa. You better be there no come live on top 103.1 24 minutes after 8. Final point is in Mene Samson Asaki Aringo Bet National Chairman PNC and Edin Komo and on one side Executive Secretary at the Importers and Exporters Association Ghana. I think a man for person Mumasha secretary, but me and also me lies and me friend. If indeed they report to assembly, they are never be ne party who has report as a moment fan to one.
I'm a friend.
If you have a community on Sembianka, they want to say about
okay, no problem.
Okay, me say making the 5 minutes enough for our course. If only a report to assembly now person will miss and as a one can they are fine. 0303944864 0303944864. Yene Samson Asaki and Edin Komono. Hello, good evening. Let's say
independent is.
Independent, then I will work on Yanya politics, Yenin Komo.
Kenya politics now, I'm surprised. Or your experience. Because me, member of that, I know you very well. Well, you're informal to NDC, so I'm surprised. So, PNC, no, sometimes all. Okay, can't say, I ain't be able to mean because you're a member of that.
A member of that. And you come to a 70 baby, I didn't know.
I'm a make say what to assembly they know what trying the best send me as an important what send the policy on this they are buying this my body it's okay
into your politics na so person umra more politics na wabam that is most important also NDC former hello good evening say
Akwasi
sir wanye
na me asing
kan so
yo kate honorable say that na see akemi say more can be na me nsem ba kum de ni nsem do da ma ama me meka kana me musa na
aye port asem ana
ba to port asem a
ke mamintio
apani adentina me de me fia bo kire ba na mo se me ko fa agent ani se fia ne ka na me de bi kire ni ma na ba ko na akabia so be ba
repeat why you know question pacho
me say me
maybe the container if you have Chiriba. I just a sack of far agents, no beginning mano. I can't be a baby answer. Agent in Fiamme, and the Michias are the car. Agent in a home for anything. I won't check them any day in a coffee in here. I should be in a bar. Or come for agent and come with you. Let us view.
It's a good question. It's a very good point.
Yeah. Let us view. Matthew was young Tadia Yama NDC.
Yeah. Remember, my omisa. Oh, young Tadia, they are mind this amount. Okay, mammy, too.
I want you to say, let us view. Washing castle. More washing. I look at one day too much. If it's a couple of watching car, you know, for many mama, time I remain. Like you, no one was shouting a move for me. Like I can't have a person with you. Then you know, they come out with beer. One mom come at the baby. Nobody could because of the education. This no picture of Yama because the minute she can't that will come here, you can be TI. It's getting a much so. Nobody mammy mean no kuna or you know. Most of my men are moving and some Morgana Obra.
Udini a day, also Udini a day.
Otafrija,
Otafrija. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Sorry, Memphis. We say hello, good evening.
Fine, you know.
Boss, I say.
I want to know when I say.
This is port, Anna.
I will start proper.
Okay, port.
They say the port is our dear good question. In so many and Panchano. In so many Ghana for your number Panchano. Emra. In so many Senegal and say in Sunni. In so many your number Panchano. The question, no.
Make up. Hello, good evening. I'm saying my last caller. Now you may politics.
Fine, you know, I'm part of the
for Joseph.
You can't put us now. All the politicians are both NDC and NPC. And somewhere sad we are. That's the only no money we now here. How do you feel? And I say, now, and I say, no man who is an out for one. How then I'll feel it? What did Bonnie say? I wouldn't have been me, a Bonnie dream. Now, Philip big sell a bobra. Politicians say, no money on a bobra. A Corona DNA catapu was moved cata. I'm tired Ghana for no one say to. It's me, Pacho, I'm the so yard, you, man. Honorable Juma Odu, yeah, interview, Cheddar, economic team, no so money. And Sana Yatuabano. No, who my friend was an for free. Cheddar, everybody, the youth are for Cheddar.
That's for you. Me far of rephobia now. Question now, Otafrija be saying a very, very fantastic question. Me Matima Krameka, me the Baby Drew. Why I didn't just say me agent in our clear mammy. The first one question
say me NDC me NDC informant and I can tell you.
Did he say informant? Also we have 4 NDC informants meeting former, but
say NDC bank hole or bank rule. I will Ashama. Me meet Ashama.
Oh, okay.
Uncle bisa me chiri me.
Oh, back Uncle show what you Uncle bisa.
Me 2008. As I contested the PNC constituency parliamentary candidate. In fact, even the second round, I remember the second round, Asake, Honorable Pastora, Honorable Musbayerga, we declared for MPP. You remember? PNC went to NEC meeting. They couldn't decide. Dr. Mamal failed to vote. And that was where Ajara, my current leader, Bernard Mon and others, they went to NDC. And Pastora, myself sitting here, and others, we declared for MPP. It is a public notice. When you Google, you see it. I read the press conference. I have no card.
So you are part of a platform who declare my MPP.
2008, because I contested parliamentary candidates.
Okay.
And the party were supposed to take a decision. And the party went to the next meeting, and the party could not agree. So they divided. A fuck or her. Apart from that, I am not a card-bearer member of NDC or MPP. And I'm told, say, me yet T-set for NDC. If I have that money, I'll do for Benamona. He's my president candidate. Why would I go and do T-set for NDC? For what? If I want money from NDC, I rather need money from NDC. I rather need money from NDC to support my president candidate because he has all his life. Everybody, when they see me, say, but your presidential candidate is NDC. And I said, maybe he used to be a political activist. Now he's a presidential candidate. He's campaigning to become the president of the Republic of Ghana. And also the president of EFATA. What did I say? So I can tell you, it is palpable lies. People have just cooked it. And you can call the NDC headquarters, or you can call MPP headquarters. Asaka is not an MPP or an NDC. I am not. Okay. 2008, there was a second round we declared for. Auction of cars, yes. What the car bar? Now it goes use on you call it UCL on clear cargo lisa. It does not mean say they should auction it. It has to be gazetted before it's auction. Yeah. In fact, by law, no, say auction property and now goods, they have to take liabilities. Maybe port authority or what government. Then the last percentage to be given to the importer. By this country, it doesn't happen. Your auction name, your auction name, and also for some 2 or 3 no issue.
So they don't give you first offer.
They don't give you first offer, but I am told, reliably informed, that the current commissioner, who is military man, current commissioner Wano, or see said there will be auction now, and the first options will be given to the importer first. Okay. So you should pay. So that kind of 3,000, 10,000, when the thing is about 400,000, or see that that means he want to meet his target. Okay. So the importer, if you can, sometimes Obi, Okchichia, Kwenskano, or the scanner crowd or continue with now or can say container. So such a person they should reverse the content to that person. Okay. So I think he's doing very wonderfully well. Obiaka Galamsey. Yes, Galamsey is something all of us are saying that the government must do something about it. The government so we are all agreeing that even when people are proposing that they should close it for 2 weeks now. Did they say 2 weeks? All right. If we had I think say 6 months, sorry, 6 months. 6 months.
Was it 2 weeks?
No, they are saying 6 months.
Okay.
I heard the civil society, the Christian council, they are calling that they should close it for 6 months. I think 6 months is even too short. It should be 1 year, so that our water bodies can come back to its normal, natural source. What do I say? So Galamsey is something that all of us are against, and of course, send the power benefiting auction there. They are also they parade themselves.
Yeah, answer we say na yemra we no so. At then I made me normal, but I need agent to clear it.
Yes, so of course Ghana here our law, the Custom Management Act, no, it empower that you must be licensed before you can clear the goods, and so the agents are the people who collect. Even though it's the customs that's supposed to collect the duty on behalf of the state, but by extension, custom also license these custom house agents to do the collection of duty on behalf of them, and then pay to the state. What I say? In fact, one of the I can offer at the last one of his budgets, either the last budget or 2023 budget, I saw that he mentioned that they will not allow importers to clear. You can imagine if you have over 37 or 47,000 importers in the country, and everybody will go to the port say the port can the port be able to get a space for them? So it is something that. And then the port area is a security control area. The containers, then the port authority will pay compensation every day. So it is not possible. But I know one of his budget, they said they were going to allow importer to clear. But even with that, there are companies that have been like Olam, Melcom, and others. They have self-declarant. They give them the opportunity to clear themselves. What it means that they set up a clearing department that clears for them. Very well. So if you are bringing more containers and you want to set up customs see that you are risk-free, you are tax compliant, okay? What they will do, they can give you. I know some people who are with Gupta and Katamato, they clear, but they do their own clearance.
Very well.
Yes.
Live on top 103.1. Final point is in the Mene Samson Asaki and Edin Common National Chairman the man PNC Amanyoko. Now Yenko PNC mo. You are the chairman of one of the biggest political parties in Ghana here, of course. Thank you. Or more really, Ghana has a so. A plus to you. Very. And your new party. Yes. Plus to you.
Okay, for PNC, we have on record we have not formed government before. We formed government under the name of the PMP. And that is why when our former secretary break away and try to use the PMP, it is the property of the PNC. So our leaders at the time wrote to the EC that they should not issue that certificate. So I can tell you, yes, it is true that when you look at the genesis of the PNC, the PNC came out of PMP.
So I provide a leader.
Exactly, a leader before. And so, yes, go ahead.
He found a person for political party in.
Okay, I what you know, 2020 I contested to be the flag bearer. Even after now, people see me and say, Pastor Kaba, we know it to be the president. How come that you went for national chairmanship? I didn't tell you demotion and I promotion. And I said the qualification to become the president candidate is the same qualification to become the national chairman. Me buta and say, my try assess partner, and me who say partner, I want to do for mon and
Partner who are there for no.
And it's as a result of your previous leadership. No, they could not brand the party or reposition the party. After election, when people were going around trying to find out why we couldn't perform, why we lost the election, PNC, our leaders at the time, they were fighting. They were in court. They were on radio throwing tantrums on each other. That cannot make the party strong on the grassroots and vibrant. So I said, no, I want to become the national chair. Then we will go, me, my leader, after election, we will go around to each region. As I said, one of my campaign was that every month in 2025, we will go to a particular region. Say your core region now, we will stay, depending on the number of constituencies there, we will stay like 2 or 3 or 4 days.
Okay, our region.
Our region. You do region now, if we announce to regional executive, say, China, then they will inform those constituency executive there. Me leader, and the rest of the national executive. Yeah, in our constituency. You know why we are coming? We are coming in our party colours. We will dress in our party parafina, T-shirts, whatever, muffler, whatever, and carrying flyers. We are going to take the executive for us to go fee. We will go to churches, we will go to schools to talk about PNC. We want to win more membership to the PNC. So you can imagine if you are constituency chairman and your presidential candidate, the former presidential candidate, your national chairman and all the executives have come to your constituency. And they are moving them house to house. What are we doing? We are trying to mobilize membership to the party. By the time we will leave your constituency, and when we go house to house, we are going to give money to the women organizer to start preparing food. Your koba near Baba Tra say women organizer oti 1 room kra. Oti kiosa oti under 3 yabako tra yeno muina etunsa yeno regional executive national executive council executive etunsa any party faithful now by all means say hey leadership now we are going house people will follow us anambwa yabatunsa didi together. By the time we leave there, we will have created opportunity for the party executive to register more members. I want by the time we say 2026 2027 no, when NDC MPP is talking about they are having 6 million people no, registered, no, we can also talk to we have about 500,000 or 1 million people registered under the PNC. Me buta and say we have to reposition the party. Until you are region now, you have called a hemfo fee, a hemfo no, you have called chief imams, you have called stress opinion leaders, radio stations and TV stations, you have called your Baba Sramu. No, yeah, announcement say Yabaha. Ya baba train for 3 days. Ya be some your party no. And I can tell by the time they say 2028 election, PNC be conduct because I know that there are Ghanaians, faithful Ghanaians, who are very fed up with NDC MPP, but because we the minority political party are not serious in terms of branding the party, are not serious of making the party very aggressive, attractive for people to see and join. Are not serious because national executives are always sitting in their car. After 4 years, then they come back when it's election year, then they run. Even if, in fact, sometimes late hour. I expect that by 2027 we will have done our Congress. We know that the current executive having 4 years, isn't it? We have done by 2027. Then we have 1 year to sell our candidate. Or even by 2026, we will have done so. We have 2 years to sell our president candidate. So that by the time they say election year, our candidate have gone through the nook and crunch of this country, make it vibrant, amass more membership, more supporters, then we can win power. That is why I've challenged myself and I come to take over the leadership of the national chairman. And I bet you, let after election finish, we are not going to go in Kukum. And you see how we are going to interact with the market women, interact with the house residents, people in the constituencies. By the time we come back,
so you're not going to use opposition to do job for any political party, but PNC.
PNC, my why? So PNC, yes, yeah. If my president is become president and I'm a NASA chairman,
That would be fantastic.
what are you talking about? So we don't want that convoy that go to the president is going to cut short for development. I'll push my president to buy ship for Ghana. Ghana, from Accra to Winneba to Cape Coast to Takoradi, traffic are cheap, no. So you have the cruising vessel, cruise ship, passenger ship, about port there for the traffic will reduce 100%. I know what the business community want. I was telling people, the two NDC MPP talking about job creation. I didn't see anywhere that they are saying that we will give a special utility package to AGI and their members, manufacturers, so that utility power will be cheap for them and they can produce more quality product. If not for all the Ghanaian market, African continental trade is here. We can also sell like the way people rush to China, because China there, the cost of production is cheaper. I am saying I am going to push for my presidential candidate to capture into his manifesto. NIB Bank was established to be industries bank. It was not established to do universal banking. Say no more universal banking, say come and save and take loan. No. That wasn't the reason why we set up NIB Bank. We will restructure it and say give loan to industries per 10%. If not 6% like South Africa others are giving. Give them 10% per annum. You will see how people will rush here to set up manufacturing. Borrowing at 40% per annum. How will they survive? That is why you go to some company today and they have closed down their manufacturing lines. When they close manufacturing lines, what it means that there's unemployment. People will have to go home. And they will, at the end of the day, you know what they do? They are now importing from Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, China to show up what they are producing. Meanwhile, they should have been producing here. They have closed down those lines and you have more people doing Okada. You think they are happy they are doing the Okada? There are some Okada riders, they ride from morning to night to daybreak. You don't sleep. It's stress will kill them. But if you have a job that will pay you decency, you go to work, at the end of the day, man, you are getting your salary. You come and rest, sleep some more, and wake up. Doctors will even tell you that at least sleep 6 hours or 7 hours. So when you are talking about creating job, this is the way to create a job. Who is it? Creating job, 24-hour economy. That's the way to create a 24-hour economy. Our manufacturers will have to now expand, open, because they are getting cheaper interest loan. They are paying less utility tariff. They can now operate up to optimum. I remember when AGI was fighting about this 3% flat rate and this benchmark values that was introduced by the government, that they cut 50% off and assess the importer to pay, and AGI was saying that they are causing injury on them. I said, that is not the area. Your reason that you are not able to produce up to optimum is because of utility tariff and interest rate is killing your people. Go and fight for government to give you special package. That is the way to go, my brother. We fight this inflation will come down totally, drastically. That is the way to change this economy, to change this country, and you will get more job. Give them special utility tariff, special interest loan. I said, they say we import rice so much, is that not it? And sugar. Agriculture Development Bank was not established to do universal banking. We restructure Agri Development Bank to make sure that the Agri Development Bank surely for agriculture purposes. Go to Bono area, ask the poultry farmers if they get loan, at what percentage. The farmer, if the Abro farmer can go to bank and get Agri Development Bank and get loan, can they at that high rate? What can they do? We do not need any bank for women, Susu and what. No, the bank is already there. The Agri Development Bank should give the money to rice farm producers. Now that we know that Ghana is consuming rice over 800,000 metric tons, if you look at the amount of dollars that we use, over 100, almost to 100 trillion, 1 trillion that we are importing into this country, that could have saved in this country. That for cushion. We will push. If they make an ambassador You will not go and be sleeping, be lording yourself over the people there when their visas expire and they are coming to renew their visa and come to Ghana. You are going to look for business because I sit here, huh? Kojo, and I Kwabena.
Yeah.
I sit in my office. Guta president sit in his office. TAC president sit in their office. Food and beverage sit in their office. Every day the ambassadors who are here, huh? The ambassadors. You know the ambassadors have what we call trade attaches. Trade department.
Yeah.
They are calling in our offices. Huh? They will call, they will come. Some ambassadors will come. Look, 2 years ago, agriculture, is it 2 years or 3 years ago? America, huh? Almighty America. Omo department, are buying government department. Like the way we have food and agriculture ministers, no? We call them poultry department. They came all the way to Ghana. They came to my office. You know what they want? They want information to know Ghana is importing so much metric tons of poultry. America has poultry. They want to see if our people come there to buy. If not, they want to do business. They want them to come to America and buy. Our ambassadors, we send them out to UK High Commissioner, India High Commissioner, China. They go there. They are not doing anything. They are not selling Ghana. They are rather the small tax that you and I are paying here. That's what the Minister of Foreign Affairs give to them. And they spend dollars and they come back here. If you are ambassador and they are sending you out under PNC government, you must go with a target. If the whole year, 2 years, we recall you and reappoint somebody. That traditional way of my party has come, so you should be rewarded. No, it should be thing of the past. So our ambassadors are abroad by here. The ambassadors who are here in Ghana represent their various respective countries are casing the Ghanaian business community, bringing their industries, bringing their CEOs. What pays me says the Omampany to Kwaya, so Omampany Timmy in Bravia, on Timmy and Asunji, Asumpa. Omampany to Kwaya. Every country Omampany to Kwaya. They assemble business community to go with them. The last time maybe so good president say, Omampany to Kwaya, have you ever joined the Omampany trip there? What's it happy? I thought say maybe they always give you invitation and leave Asakayo. Sometimes they are going to sign international policy. Instead of them to invite them, they will go and take party purchases and they go. How can they sell Ghana? The dollar, $1 to 16 cedis, is because we are not selling export product. Can you imagine? Say, Omampany Akufo-Addo, Obeko China, committing Jinping, or what's his name, the Chinese president. Then you will call China stock. There's one woman in Ghana called China stock, and you take stock and say this Ghana product stock, hot pepper. You know the Chinese, they like pepper, they like hot pepper. Then you take some and eat, and the Chinese president also take some on their national television and eat. Do you know how Chinese people will come here to buy stuff? And that will bring forest back.
So you till your party become everybody really on my ways in all these good ideas. What happened to that?
Well, that's why I'm telling you the ideas in this young man that he's going to take to support the presidential candidate, and we'll go and sell. Ghanaians, this is the only area that can live us out of poverty. And that's why I'm taking my time to explain what we will do. Of course, when the MPP, the NDC were doing their policies, they didn't come to consult us. What happened was that President Mama, he came to Habo and met us and asked of Habo challenges. So I explained Habo challenges to him. But we also invite us to UPSA to launch his bold solutions.
Yeah.
That was where he talked about the flood rate and other things, making our port like to Kozomiri with a port like Togo port and other things. So he also writes his stuff and read to us. But later, my colleague from Guta said that there was a team from Bamaya office that came to Guta and us. But nobody has said, oh, let us invite Asaki to ask him even with these silly issues, the issues I'm telling you, if our ambassadors were to sell in Ghana very well, smoke, fugu na yam taseno.
Yeah.
Che export kwa, ya the forest bebaha. Yam, say butter. I'm not saying we are doing export, but it could have been more. The non-traditional community will bring us more forest than the traditional commodity. So if anytime you see Bank of Ghana reporting, they are talking about the gold and cocoa and what. But the non-traditional aspect, the pepper, the okra, the cucumbers, the cabbage, the mango, the plantain, cocoa. Even when there are people from Tekis, they want to buy coconut kube from Ghana. Mm-hmm. So whilst government is making effort through his ambassador to sell Ghana in with this product, so that the people will come to buy more from here and will get forests into our country. Then the Agric Development Bank will be giving people more money to do what? Planting of this product. To do commercial. And that was why when the NPP first government talked about planting for food and job, I said it was fantastic. At one time, Dr. Osei Kutu, right?
Yeah.
Who was the Agric Minister? I sent a message to Obi to read him that his policy is good, but the implementation was bad. Right. And I told him the reason why it was bad, to my opinion. Look, I hold masters in port and shipping administration from the Regional Maritime University. I hold degree from marketing, so I know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know my policy now about
so
implementation.
At the implementation level, he was using peasant farmers instead of growing commercialized farmers. What is the plan for you? Peasant farmer is a sacrifice farm to feed my 4 children, my wife and my 4 children. But commercialized farmer, they farm hectares of land. Hectares of land. 400 hectares, 500 hectares, maize, rice. That is the way to turn the economic around. That was the way. But if it's a peasant farmer, you come to give us 5 bags of fertilizer. I'm farming to feed my wife and my children. That you are not changing anything. That was what they did, and that was how the team would work and fail. My very good friend came, Brian. I know him from distance. I think at one time I was graduating at Methodist University, and he was brought as special guest of honor. After I went, I shook his hand and said, "This is Asake." At that time, he was about to be made the Agric Minister. I said, "This is Asake." He said, "Oh, I know. I've been following you." But then he became Agric Minister. You know, he has not even invited me to his office to have a discussion. He also said P2 and the phase 2. Phase 2, when the northern part even started farming. When did they start preparation of farming? Between April and May in the northern part or the northern belt. April and May they are preparing. By May they start planting. So it was July or August that they were not talking about. They want to give money to land the phase 2. At that time people have finished farming. If you are serious, you start preparing the farmer around March, April. Give them all the farming input. The machinery that you want to give them. And say we want commercialized farming. My people, there are people who have put application at Brian Echenbon's office to bring grain like wheat, because they must give you the approval before you can start loading, pot of load. They can start to load.
Well, yeah, we have a few minutes to go. So, in some PMC, now that you're national chairman.
It is PMC. What PMC will do, I'm telling you. I'm telling you
what. Now
that
you are national chairman. Everybody, Obia who say leader Bernard Mona or into NDC more than say obey we say. Now
read my lips. I don't want you to finish your question. This is Asake. I'm a very serious person. When I take a project and I want to execute to the latter. I'm a very actionable person. I told my president candidate he has an image to redeem. Everybody see me, they say your president candidate is taking the part to NDC. And I say, why? The man was he's a political activist. So he's an independent person. Bernard is an independent person, independent mind. And when you also believe on something, he believe on it. Gone are the days that they think that he's taking the party to NDC. He also deserves to be a president. And he meant to become a president. And he wants to become a president.
Will he listen to you?
He will listen. And he's listening. We are going to project PNC, not NDC, not MPP.
So under your administration, PNC will be a very active political party in Ghana.
Mark my words. It's not everything I'll come to sit here and say on air.
Very well. In fact, for Anusima Menam, I'm on for messages. I mean, they want to talk to you directly.
All right.
Honestly, I shouldn't read it on air.
No problem.
So, after we say no, I think.
So, if they want my number, I'll share my number.
Okay, then
I'll share my number.
Okay, you can put it out there.
My number. You can reach me from not too much calls. You can reach me through WhatsApp, and I'll respond all messages. My number is 0243 57 50 46 0243 57 50 46 0243 57 50 46. Send me WhatsApp. If I'll call you, I will want to read, and there's need for me to call you. Please, I'll call you.
All right.
Or I'll tell you, you can please call me. Or else I can't take all the calls.
Samson Asaki.
I will go. I'm a serious guy.
You are.
Me free boku. Me free kusinaba. Me free kusinaba. Me kusasini. Miri frafra.
Okay.
And we are blessed with 4 children. 2 boys, 2 girls.
And now you are
My firstborn is in the university, 3rd year.
Oh.
My secondborn is in the SS. She's doing science. I won't tell the school.
You don't have to.
I don't want to tell the school.
Yeah,
I have to protect my children.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a young man, yo.
You are. I know you.
I'm 45 years.
45 years.
I'm in here.
Why are they?
I'm a very young man.
Ghana for us, I do what to
Me that's me call Bokusek.
So, Messa invite her beam.
Oh, maybe some 1 or 2 minutes. So people also want to call on that conversation that we had.
No, I'm ready now.
Oh no, get tell your producer get 2 minutes. Oh, get no. That will not be good. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Be 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
So, what number into more friend? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, I don't see.
Yes, sir.
I can get out you.
Come on, sir.
Send the question. Man said a man you say I did a minute in the Yemen. Now, as I said, the offer agent, not an agent in the beginning. You need to be Yama. The DNA was what? I think China and your man, Yamari Raka, and some of them, Jessica. Mamma is to Pia. James, I think, Confudia have to tell me, say, let's a calendar. Now, and Yamano also. If you can talk with Churchill, you know. So, because you don't also better want to. Almost Churchill out in Yamanaba.
I'll have much time about this story. Now, you do home come why? Me, I'm more interested. Me, interest won't trust me. I'll work on that.
I'm out for what by your papa.
Meaning, pa, I'm for what by nature for. It's me, what interest was our story. I'll do that. May hold my pa. May I say hello, good evening.
Hello,
sir.
Good evening, Governor Obegadi.
Government away.
Aha, yeah, mechanic. The Wabano Wamuma fighting is strong because the fighting to me is stronger than Biano. That or Omama and Pipino, almost a tough match because the fighting to me is stronger. And not any in a tough match. Yes, Omuma fighting is strong. That any near between your top match. Now I'll go to the way.
That's Omega. Hello, memory na so saki. Quite what we cried to me na so akate. What I say, Mama mo party near stronger. And Njana MPP na NDC Jano on be jai. And there be especially this year, Mutimboa, the small political parties in the Mutimboa na abai koran.
I've already told you our benchmark. That with me, the NASA chair, with Bernard, the president candidate, if PSC don't win, PSC will push the election to second round. Second round.
Runoff, party Bernard more than ever.
We will look at their conditions available to us and the opportunities available. We will sign. We are not just going to use math agreement, no. I believe in documentation.
Alright, so who friend you
Friend you means what? Me Muslim and
I. Muslim.
Oh, that I'm sure that me quite sorry. I am called Assemblies of God. Oh, when Quadabia, I mean, Tim Cassim Quadabia. My wife and my children, they are religious. They go to church. They go to church every day. Every Saturday, that woman. A woman in my father, a woman in my father. Men track as me call Saturday every Sunday.
It doesn't say